You never fix the country. You they send Nnamdi Kanu, they go life imprisonment. For what exactly? What will be your offense? What will be your offense? What will you do? What go make you send a go life imprisonment? What will you do? That's the same. May they share Biafra or whatever. I don't understand. You let if not for peace to reign, let them share it. Everybody get their own. Eat your own, that people eat. But you want to eat alone? Which kind of wahala be this one? All the Igbos, we need to do something, no? I'm not Igbo, but I stand with Igbos. I stand with them. Enough is enough.
Nnamdi Kanu only came out from Buhari's time, you know, to shout and to vent against the killing of Easterners by people from the north. How will herdsmen come from the north all the way to the east? You are killing people and taking away their farms. You are kidnapping them and asking government to pay ransom. From the north to the east to do all of those atrocities. Nnamdi Kanu came out. It's the same thing we are facing today, that President Trump is saying they want to send people to Nigeria because of this same matter. Nnamdi Kanu came out and vehemently condemned this. He did not say people should take guns and go and kill the president, or take guns and go and destroy the military base and all that. He said defend yourself. Defend yourself against your attackers. He may have included the military that came to carry out huge genocide in the east, Operation Python Dance and all of that. He may have said all of that, you know, because they were killing these people, and your constitution does not allow these people to carry guns, because the killers are carrying AK-47s and other assault rifles. But your people cannot carry anything other than cutlass and bottles and sticks. But they killed them after killing them in a Biafra war. You are coming to kill them again legally. I mean, are they not human beings? So if Nnamdi Kanu vehemently made statements, strong statements against these things, it's democratically allowed. Worst case scenario, you want to say it's sedition. But there's no provision for sedition in a democratic government. And even if there was provision, sedition carries maximum of 2 years imprisonment. Nnamdi Kanu has been in prison for more than 2 years, if he was even judged to be sedition. But coming out to say terrorism, Nnamdi Kanu, terrorism. You have not arrested Sheikh Gumi that said we should pay terrorists, we should pamper them, pet them, bring them, because some people offended them in the past. They have the right to kill everybody all around the country because some people offended them in the past. Sheikh Gumi that is there, pampering terrorists. You have not carried him as a terrorist. You are calling Nnamdi Kanu that is telling civilians, defend yourself. You are calling him a terrorist. You understand? So that makes no sense. And why I believe is people from his home, and I talked about quid pro quo, is that Nnamdi Kanu at best can incite the people from the east to defend themselves. And that will lead to breakdown of law and order. In democracy, there are provisions for these things. When there's breakdown of law and order all around the east, the president has the authority to declare a state of emergency in the east, whereby all politicians, all democratically elected offices will be taken over by the military, and there will now be a military takeover in the east to run the affairs of the east. Now you see where the quid pro quo can come from. It can come from the political elites in the east that are not ready to give up power. They don't want a situation where military will come and take over the leadership of the east. That's why they can be the ones behind this incarceration and trying to, you know, take off the head of Nnamdi Kanu, because he will keep speaking for the emancipation of the people from the east. But these political elites that are so power thirsty, power hungry, they won't want to give up that power. They won't want to see the military come to take over. That's why they want Nnamdi Kanu to be perpetually behind bars or executed. So if Justice Omotosho will pronounce a judgment of execution or guilty of terrorism and all that, it will not be seen as justice in the eyes of us, the people of Nigeria, and in the eyes of everybody watching. It will never be seen as justice. So if you come out there to say he's guilty of terrorism, then it will not be seen as justice. And justice is not served when it's not seen as justice before the eyes of the people. And trust me, the world is watching. This man only came to talk about the killing of his people. You understand? The killing of his people, telling them to defend themselves. After the genocide, all the Christian and Igbos directed genocide in the north, back in the days, they killed them in their thousands. If you are an Igbo man, they behead you. I heard of the ones that they removed babies from the bellies of pregnant women. And if Nnamdi Kanu is coming to talk about that, you are incarcerating him, then trust me, you are being used. You are being used by people to fight their battles. And they are using state resources for it. And you are a pawn in the game because they are using you from the case and call it political. Because this case is political. It's politically fueled. That's what I have to say. Oh, please, I've seen what's going on. And we are seeing it as a great injustice to the Igbo people, to the people from the East, and to Nnamdi Kanu as a person. It's a grave injustice. And it should not happen. Okay? And there's this saying that the enemy of a man is from his own household. This particular witch hunting we're talking about, I doubt if it's coming from the north. If you notice, the president has not talked about it. President Tinubu, since he assumed office, he has not said anything concerning Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know why that is? Because I believe there are some powers from the east that are behind it. I believe there is a quid pro quo situation between those powers and the government of the day. Quid pro quo. Do you know why that is? It is because Nnamdi Kanu, he's been very violent in his speech. And violence in your speech is democratic. It's constitutional because your freedom of expression is guaranteed in the constitution of the country. Freedom of expression is not just freedom of speech, it's freedom of how you tender your speech. You can be violent, whatever it is, you are expressing your pain and your grievances.
Welcome back to Talk Hot. The way Judge James Omotosho handled Nnamdi's case is exactly the kind of thing that keeps breaking Nigeria's trust in the justice system. Instead of acting like a neutral judge, many people feel he played straight into the hands of a government that was already determined to punish Kanu at all costs. People expected fairness, transparency, and a balanced judgment. But what they got was a sentence that looks more like a political decision than a judicial one. Giving Nnamdi Kanu life imprisonment, while major insecurity issues are tearing the country apart every day, just doesn't sit well with Nigerians. And it feels selective, biased, and completely disconnected from the realities on the ground. How is it that someone accused of political agitation gets the harshest possible punishment? Let's use that word. Yet, the same system struggles to even identify, let alone prosecute, the actual terrorists, bandits, and warlords destroying villages, killing innocent people, and holding states hostage. Let's be sincere about it. Even some northerners, people who are not IPOB supporters and don't even agree with Nnamdi Kanu, they are all openly saying this judgment is wrong. They are asking how the government can claim to be fighting insecurity but still allow armed bandits to move freely, occupy communities, and even hold press conferences like they are running a legitimate organization. And it's funny. These same bandits openly brag about their crimes, they negotiate with government officials and walk around with weapons. Yet these people are untouched. But Nnamdi Kanu, who didn't even hold a gun to anybody or lead any armed group, is the one getting life imprisonment. And this is double standard that makes the whole thing look like a personal attack, not justice. Nigerians are tired of a government which applies the law like it's a tool for settling political scores. They are tired of a judiciary that bends when pressure comes from above. We are all tired of watching real criminals being pampered while citizens who speak out are punished like enemies of the state. The whole situation exposes a deeper problem. Nigeria's justice system is quick and loud when dealing with political cases, but silent and powerless when handling the issues that actually affecting Nigerians and killing Nigerians. The government keeps saying they are working to restore peace here. That's what they say every day, every time. But their actions showed something different. You can't convince people you are fighting insecurity when terrorists are holding gatherings and granting interviews. Then an activist is thrown into prison for life. For what exactly? Many Nigerians across regions, tribes and religions are calling this judgment a stain on the judiciary and a sign that Nigeria's democracy is becoming more fragile, and they feel the government is sending a message that speaking truth to power is more dangerous than carrying an AK-47 in the forest. And at the end of the day, whether someone likes Nnamdi Kanu or not, that's not the thing. The thing here is that this sentence is unfair, is inconsistent, and damaging to the little trust people still have in the system. Because I feel that justice is supposed to heal a nation and not divide it further. But this decision has clearly pushed Nigerians into deeper anger, frustration, and suspicion, because nothing about this thing looks like justice. Well, what do you think about this? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.